Europeans who visited the US, what made you go WTF? Being carded to get on a bar when I was 29 years old. I'd been drinking in pubs in England for 13 years without having to show ID. Oh, and the general weirdness surrounding alcohol. Us Brits went for a drink at lunchtime once, and our American friends were referring us to AA. Everyone drives everywhere. Toilet bowl has a lot of water. Toilet stalls have large gaps. Portion sizes in restaurants. A huge advertising. Antidepressants etc. Drugs on TV and billboards. Bumper sticker. Politics. Liquor stores everywhere. Jesus everywhere. Lot of homeless people. Most people have manners and are friendly. Oh, what to do if you see a panther sign? My favorite are the don't molest alligator signs in Florida. The size of everything still shocks me that driving from New York City to Cleveland, Ohio takes twice as much time as a trip across my country. Airport security is also overwhelming and extremely boring. I had a Swiss colleague who came to US for a 4-day visit. He thought he was going to drive from New York City to LA in a day. Bless his heart. You can actually go to the ATM without leaving your car. Line for the drive-by is longer than in the coffee shop itself. Drive-through. In the US a drive-by is when you shoot at some people while driving by them in your car. I was going to count the number of American flags I saw on my 2 weeks in Florida. I gave up on the ride from Miami Airport to South Beach. Prices without taxes. Pro-life/pro-choices ad in the subway. Lawyer ad everywhere. Tornadoes. On the first day of our US road trip we stopped for lunch at a roadside restaurant south of San Francisco. When we tried to pay, the waiter told us that another customer that just had left paid for our meals and wished us a nice trip. WTF, who does that? So nice. Totally made my day and honestly the whole vacation. Free refills my friend. Free refills. Welcome home, son. Went to Burger King and got a medium fizzy drink and they gave me this fucking plastic tank that held about 1.5 liters. Plus, about half of it was ice. What the fuck, we love ice. I thought the gap in bathroom stall doors were a myth. Didn't get privacy for my 5-day stay. How do you shit when someone can look you in the eye? I was blown away by the peaceful poops I had in Germany. Big wooden doors that close all the way. I had my own little private toilet booth. It was fantastic. I saw a woman put sugar in her Coke at IHOP for breakfast. I've been told that's gross even for other Americans. During my first visit, I was astonished at the number of small airports and incredible number of small aircraft. So much freedom to fly across a vast country. Amazing. Indoors feels colder than being naked in the winter. Having the waiter tell us about the revolver he keeps in his car, then go out to the car, get it, and bring it in and show us. He got tipped well. Air conditioning that is freezing. I realized early on that I had to carry an extra layer of clothing around because I was getting so cold whenever I went inside. The amount of ice in drinks. You just end up with brain freeze and a gross watered down soft drink. How loud people are. Sorry. Buying in crazy bulk amounts. I don't care that I can buy multiple items for the same price as one. I only want one. How insane people are about politics. I was in Washington DC around the time Obama was re-elected. I made the mistake of saying that I liked Obama and thought he was a great public speaker. I was over at a conference trying to get new clients. Safe to say the very Republican people who heard me did not want to work with me. The tennis ball sized scoop of ice cream on top of my stack of pancakes that turned out to be butter. The screeching of the subway trains in New York City. Jesus Christ, get some WD-40 or something. The screeching is the brakes. Lubing those up might not be a good idea. In the US 100 years is a long time. In Europe 100 miles is a long distance. In Texas you can drive well over 500 miles in a straight line and still not leave the state. Seeing taxes advertising strip clubs. Effectively drawing attention to yourself if you're in one. Thank God for Uber. Not being allowed to pump your own gas in New Jersey. Turning right on a red light. I live in Texas and have some friends who have visited from Sweden a few times. They said the craziest thing to them was the gun counter at Walmart. Wearing shoes indoors, in your house, in your living room. The weirdest combination of food I've ever seen. Chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles is a national treasure. What you speak is blasphemy. Suspension on cars. It felt like trying to drive a cloud. Alabama. The rest of America also WTFs at Alabama. My cousins from Belgium ate chocolate and asked if it was soap. Imperial units. What the heck is a yard? The cheerful, smiling faces on a medication TV ad, while the voiceover mentioned that death is a possible side effect.